spending some time with you in June. We are told we're not supposed to tell you where that will be, so we've censored out any location references for you. But we sent you a packing list, and we want to go through this video and show you some of the things we've packed, some things you may want to have, some things you definitely want to have.
And things you don't want to have.
Yes, yeah. Our saying around here is there's no such thing as bad weather, just bad clothes. So let's go through the list.
All right.
What do we got first?
A sleeping bag.
All right, we're thinking that in June, the temperatures probably at night may get down to the 50s or so. So we want a good bag, maybe 20 degrees, maybe 40 degrees is probably fine. This one is one that's unpacked, sack like this. We want a good synthetic one, maybe goose down or nylon, because if it gets wet, it'll still keep you warm. Not like that one.
This one.
That one's bulky and just icky. In fact, so
weighs about 65 pounds.
Yeah, especially when it's wet. If you can get compression sacks, they're not critical, but they are nice to have because this sleeping bag is the same size as the other one we just showed you. You can sort of crunch it all up like this size, and it actually will help keep it a little bit drier in case anything bad happens. So, sleeping bag, and another thing about this list that we send to you. The way I like to do it is I have boxes over here, so as you gather them and put everything together, you can just put a check mark saying you've got it, and then when you actually pack them in your bag, you can literally cross them off, so sort of a good thing to go. So, should I check that off?
Checked.
Alright, good.
Number 2.
Polypro. We just call them some sort of synthetic. We want to try to avoid cotton as much as we can, so I've got my long bottoms and my long top help keep me warm. What's next?
The synthetic fiber is key. Anything that you would throw in the dryer and it would shrink if you put it on for too long is perfect for outdoors.
Yeah.
So, long top, long bottoms.
Got 'em?
Hat.
Hat. A lot of times you lose a lot of body heat through your head, and so if you've got a wool or a fleece hat that you can wear, a lot of times that will actually increase the sort of thermal value of sleeping bags, or if you get chilly in case it's raining. So, good hat.
And they look good.
Yeah.
Rain shell, or rain pants.
All right, couple of different views on this. I have some really good rain pants that I like to wear. They tend to be a little bit bigger, but I like them just because, like I said, I don't really mind being out in the rain if I have these on. But if you don't have them, that's okay. You can get just sort of like a nylon shell. But fleece and polypro and things like that are really bad in the wind. They don't really cut the wind so well. So these are a nice shell over the top of that. So either one of those would be good.
And to go with that, raincoat.
Raincoat, that's pretty key. Nice Gore-Tex one is good so that they breathe. They don't necessarily keep you all clammy. So if you've got a Gore-Tex one, that's better. But some sort of raincoat would be helpful. What we got next?
Oh, a long sleeve fleece.
Long sleeve fleece.
Something cozy.
Yeah. Fleece is good, it dries fast, it's really light, it keeps you warm even if it's wet. As much as I love this sort of cotton sweatshirt here, you won't really see me wearing it too much.
Alright, to stay away from all this cold stuff, let's go bathing suit.
Ah, yes. In case you want to go for a swim, get my bathing suit.
Water shoes.
Water shoes. We want water shoes. I'll be right back, I dropped mine.
We're picky about our water shoes.
With a heel strap. Look at that Costa Rican mud on them still.
Ooh, Costa Rica.
But these have a heel strap so they don't fall off.
Flip-flops aren't going to cut it.
Yeah,
Leave them at home.
yeah, no good. You don't want those at all.
And along with your footwear, you don't want to wear those the entire time.
In case you do any hiking, we're not going to do anything super heavy duty, so a sneaker or a trail shoe is pretty good. You don't need sort of the big clumpy work boots. Too heavy.
And underneath those you want socks.
Socks.
We're suggesting 4 pairs of socks. Wool, fleece, again non-cotton would be preferable.
I love these Under Armour socks actually. They're stretchy, they're really light, they don't take up any room, but they're really warm and really comfortable. So that's my endorsement. We're not really brought to you by Under Armour, but
we should get paid for that.
We should.
You'll want a couple pairs of t-shirts. There's a couple pairs. Couple sets of t-shirts.
Couple pairs of t-shirts. Now, Jules and I differ on this one a little bit. She really hates cotton, but every once in a while on those nice warm days, I prefer cotton. Polypro, wearing it too much, it makes my skin itch.
Okay.
Yeah, but
You'll let a couple dry at camp.
yeah, if it's warm, dry, it's nice to maybe have a couple cotton t-shirts.
They're comfortable to sleep in.
They are.
Underneath anywhere, everything, underwear.
I'm not going to show
You're
you
on your
all
own
that.
on those. Shorts.
Shorts, same thing. Prefer non-cotton if you can have them, if you can get them.
At least
But
one pair of non-cotton is nice.
hopefully it'll be warm a couple days.
Lots of shorts weathers.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Toiletries, toothbrush, toothpaste.
Oh, I didn't put those out yet. That's pretty self-explanatory. Although I was backpacking with my cousin once, and he was so fastidious about weight, he actually drilled holes in the handle of his toothbrush to make it lighter. So I guess on that note, don't bring a huge tube of toothpaste. I think you're out with us on this trip for only. Don't need a ton of toothpaste.
Sunscreen. We're being optimistic. The sun will shine.
I'd say similar. You know, you get something that's water-based. So if you're splashing around in water or if you're sweating, it's not going to rinse off. You probably don't need an entire tube for all of you. So maybe you get together with a buddy of yours and try to figure out how much sunscreen you think you might need for your trip.
At nighttime, you like a headlamp.
Yes, headlamps are really useful. They go on your head, obviously, and leave your hands free, so you can do things. And does that turn on?
No, but it was upside down.
Oh, okay. Does it turn on now?
You were.
Okay.
All right. The other thing you need to do is make sure you have headlamp batteries.
And make sure the batteries that you bring are the same ones that fit this, because I think this one might be a lithium one, like the watch batteries, but another one's a AAA. So I've certainly seen people make the mistake of bringing batteries that actually don't fit that headlamp. So double check those.
A flashlight works if you don't have a headlamp.
True. Make them small and light.
Water bottle.
Yes. I like these for a couple different reasons. One, most of the water filters, the tops fit right in there rather than trying to hold and juggle things to keep them from falling over, so that's really nice. Obviously the Nalgene is pretty rugged, so if it gets stepped on, it's not going to break. And the measurements are convenient if you're cooking. You can.
And the handle is good for hooking onto.
Yeah, you can hook on that in case you want a carabiner. It's not necessary, but sometimes they're handy dandy to have. All right, water bottle.
A journal and a pen. You can have my pen.
We are told that you guys are required to keep journals anyway, so that's pretty good. I'm an English teacher in my non-guiding time, so I encourage you to write.
Good habit to get into.
It is good.
And lastly, and probably most importantly, bring a sense of adventure.
Sense of adventure, yeah.
We're having fun.
Good.
The other half of the list are things that are nice but not critical, because we'll have some of them and you'll be jealous if you don't.
Yeah. What we got?
So, first one.
Insect repellent. It's probably going to be buggy to some degree. We'll see how the weather holds. Skin's so soft and all of that stuff is pretty much useless. I wouldn't bother. Uncle Ben's is, again, we're not receiving any endorsements from them at all, but stuff with DEET in it is probably the best. However, I've seen this stuff melt ropes here, so I don't really like to have it on the skin. So honestly, I prefer the bug netting.
Looks ridiculous.
Yeah, it makes you look kind of dork,
incredibly useful.
Uh-oh, my tapes come off.
They might know where
They
you're
can't
at.
tell me where I am.
Yeah. But this is good because the bugs won't bother you, even though you do look kind of like a dork.
And they're like $2 at Walmart. So you're all set with that.
To fix my hat.
Fix your hat. Speaking of hat,
Hi.
that's the next thing on our list.
I love baseball hats, visors mostly because the sun gets in my eyes. I like to keep the sun out of my eyes, and these hats are really nice because they dry quickly in rain or water or whatnot. So.
Or bandana.
Or bandana.
We had one.
I don't know what happened to it. Bandanas are good to keep bugs out of your hair or keep your hair tied up. I always have a problem with the hair getting in my eyes. It's falling out at such a great rate. Yeah, it gets in my eyes.
Speaking of eyes.
Oh yes. Sunglasses, again, if you prefer not to have the sun in your eyes, and then croquis are some sort of leash device. You can also make a great pair out of duct tape. I had a pair for 2 years, and actually that never lost the sunglasses, but I broke them. So and then someone gave me these. So yeah, sunglasses and croquis.
Pack towel.
Go ahead. You can talk.
This
about
is
the
fancy.
pack
I love these things. This is an entire body towel that you can take on a camping trip. It looks tiny, I know, but this is that quick drying chamois kind of material, and it packs up to nothing. And this is a towel that I will use for all of my bathing needs. And then all you have to do is wring it out like this, and you can pack it, and it's fairly dry. You don't actually have to go out and buy a pack towel, but bring something small that folds up easily. This is more of a camp towel, a beach towel, not the big fluffy, what do they call those? Shower blankets that head to the floor. We wouldn't have room for that, and it will never dry after the first time it's wet. So a nice, small, easily packable towel.
I think it was we were looking on Amazon. That's like $10, $12.
Oh, you can buy a set of 3 for $10. So,
Okay, yeah, not bad. So yeah, if you got a birthday coming up or want to do some shopping,
I could do some
certainly
good
can.
gear. Sprawmart has them too.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, a book.
A book.
In case you have any time, in case you want to, decompress. My sense is probably we're going to be pretty busy, but you never know. So you can pack your book if you want.
That's a good one.
Great one, yeah.
Kind of trusting nature.
Trusting nature. Good. Did we talk about knives at all?
It's not on the list, but I do have
On the
one.
list. It should be on the list.
Didn't make this list. Pocket knife. We are suggesting a pocket knife for everybody. I like the foldable kind because they're safer to carry. They fold up. You don't need any 12-inch long scuba diving, gonna attack some sharks kind of knives. But something small, something lightweight, something you can carry. Careful when you're flying in because you'll need to pack those in your checked luggage. Don't try to carry them on the plane.
Right.
But otherwise, they're always a good tool to have. I never go anywhere without mine.
Good. And then to pack all this stuff up, you can, you don't have to, but it's nice that you can have a little backpack. We've got one right there.
A little backpack.
What was that one? Yeah.
There's the little backpack.
So it's slightly a little bit bigger.
This one?
Yeah.
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 Hiker's backpack.
So you can do that if you'd like. It's not a big deal. We're going to provide you probably some gear. And my understanding at this point is that we will provide sleeping pads for you as well, so you don't have to carry them. So if anything changes, we'll certainly let you know, but that's part of the plan now.
Grab that pillow.
Oh yeah, pillows.
This is comfy. This is a nice little touch of home. Totally unnecessary, but really nice to have.
Yeah, so a lot of times you can just take your extra gear if you want, and you can put it in one of your compression sacks or the bag of your sleeping bag and use that as a pillow. So
Or
you
your
can double up.
sweatshirt, you just stuff.
Yeah, stuff that in there. So it's one of those things that are kind of nice if you have the room, if you're a type, if you're an economic packer and you have all that stuff. Good.
That's about all we have
I
on
think
the
that's
need to have list.
everything on the list. Really looking forward to meeting you guys and taking you out into the on this adventure. If you have any questions, feel free to get a hold of your trip leaders, who will then in turn get in touch with us. We'll see you in June.